everybody. Hello.
What a new intro.
Welcome. Yeah. So
Wow.
welcome to Painting Happy Lil Minis. My name's Leona. We have Gretchen and Dave here painting. I hope you liked our new little extra intro that I made.
I like it. It felt like we went from like being, what was it? It's like in the desert, like ready to sword fight. Like I felt like we're in the heist episode.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally, yeah. It was like I thought it was straight out of the Avengers, not the Marvel Avengers, but the original
Right.
UK Avengers.
Yeah.
Where I was Emma Peel. I'm not sure who you were, Gretchen, but it's fantastic.
Whoever I want to be.
Yay. I hope you guys like it. You'll be seeing it every week now. Get hyped with the burr, 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 burr. If everybody gets annoyed of it, that's fine too. I can change the music. It's all good.
No, I like it. I like the 3, 2. I like the countdown.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
All good.
So I thought it was fun to spice up our new year. Welcome to 2022, everybody, and in the world where we are right now.
Yes.
Life is crazy. So we're painting from home. We had some inclement weather coming in our way. And also, you know, we're trying to stay safe. COVID-19 still out there and exists. So we decided to take our episode to our houses, respectively, and paint up some minis. So it's good to see you guys. Yeah, back in your dungeon. So how are you guys?
Good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yep. Doing well. I'm excited to be back.
Yay! Welcome back, Dave.
Yay!
We
It's very cool.
you.
But yeah. The funniest thing is though, I've spent quite a bit of the last 2 and a bit weeks cleaning up down here.
Okay.
Just not this bit. I wasn't thinking that this bit was going to be on camera again until.
I mean, that's fair.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All good.
Very good.
It is indeed.
So, Gretchen, are you painting anything tonight, or?
I am. I found a mini. I had one. I have some minis like squirreled away in strange places. Like I don't know why I do it, but I'll be like,
opens up bread box the mini.
This is the mini that I was keeping in the glove compartment of my vehicle.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So like I was like, do I have any minis left? Like I have the upstairs, like what used to be my office. And that's where I kept a bunch of them. And then I have like a place in my dining room that's like the gaming closet. Kind of, it's like a built-in cabinet thing, but it's where I put all the games. And then underneath of it's where I put all the mini paints. And so there'll be some minis there. And then there's the car mini. And then I just squirrel them away. And sometimes it's great because I forget and then I find them while I'm cleaning and I'm like, hey. And then sometimes my husband just finds them and it's like, why? I did the same thing with money when I was a child. I would like put money from like Christmas cards and stuff. I would hide it in books, like books that I already read. And then I would find the money as I'd forget about it. And then I'd find the money as I was cleaning and I would like, I don't know if anyone else does this, but get like sidetracked while cleaning, while you're organizing all the books on the bookshelf, you start reading through and flipping through. And then I would find money that like 10-year-old
like,
dashed away. It was great. One time I found like $60 that like 10-year-old, 11-year-old Gretchen just slipped into one of the Harry Potter books.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. That's great.
Timothy, Gretchen, is that a word sign behind you? It is. It says the Mayottes.
Yep.
The Mayottes.
My married name.
I was going to say
my legal name, but
right.
I was going to say I've always had that that thing. You always have that thought towards the end of winter that it's like, okay, well, I'll put $20 in the pocket of my winter coat, so that when I put it back on in like November or December,
exactly,
I'll find like $20 and go, cool, I found $20. But then I realize I know that future me is going to go, I didn't find $20. I already had this $20, and this $20 would have been handy in June.
No, you have to do it
So
only when you have extra money and when you're definitely just going to forget about it entirely.
Well, because the surprise could be I could put it in like my wife's coat pocket.
There you go.
There you go.
But then I also know that she won't do it to my coat pocket. So. I'm in the same situation, except I'm down $20.
Yeah. That's so funny.
One day when I'm elderly and have dementia, I'll try it then.
You do, but you see, the thing is, don't just do it with money. Do it with money. Do it with minis. Do it with like little hard candies that stay good forever. You just need happy little. You also have to have a horrible memory, like I do, so that it's actually a surprise.
So then you're like, "Oh, I didn't remember." It's great. Also, I want
False jar. Oh, I would use that. I don't know if I'd have the reserve. Like from Up, how they have like the go, we're going to do this for vacation. It'd be the same thing as an Up. I'd have to break it so often.
We have one of those, you know, the how like at Costco you can get the big pretzel jars, the big tubs of pretzels. They're like like 15 gallons of pretzels.
Yep.
So we have one of those with change in it. That's where our change goes.
Oh, nice.
And then
very nice.
It never gets full because it's 15 gallons of pennies. Nobody ever has that much pennies.
When are we going to use all these pennies?
Yeah.
I do want to say hello to people in the chat. So we have Josh Potter here. A warm winter greeting to all. Thanks for joining. We have Ashlyn and also Timothy and Betsy. Thanks for joining. It's good to see you guys. And also hello to JT as well. There's someone in the chat who's in Facebook chat. I'll get you the link so that we can see your name. So when I'm on next, I can get my own panel. Oh, that's funny. And then
we have
looks like the gang's all here. Nice to see familiar faces. It looks like the Bowers have brought the shenanigans. Good.
They have indeed.
Good.
I was going to say, let's not forget, let's not miss Sean.
Oh yeah, Sean. Good to see you. And a happy new year to you. It truly is. It's a good year. What are we? 6 days in? 6 days in. It's crazy.
I've gotten like a lot of like promising things going on 6 days in. Like I'm tentatively looking forward to it. I'm like, all right, nothing too shabby. Like let's keep it going.
I agree. Also, hello, Kat. Thanks for joining. At work, wanted to welcome Dave back. Yes, he's back.
Hey, Kat.
From down under.
Yep.
And now he's here.
I am. Can I show you guys something?
Sure.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And Gretchen. Yes, and.
Okay. Thank you. I have a number of. I got a whole bunch of cool things to show. I got a bunch of cool things to show.
Did I zoom in on you?
Did he bring back a kangaroo?
I did not bring back a kangaroo. I apologize.
A wallaby. It's a wallaby.
Yes, a kangaroo couldn't fit, but a wallaby could. In fact, I fit all of my luggage into the kangaroo's pouch. No, it's not a wallaby. It's not. It's nothing. Nothing alive. Nothing alive.
See if we can
there we go. That's good. Yeah. No. So I don't think I've actually told anybody why I was in Australia, but my father passed away in August last year, so I was down there helping my mum sort through a whole bunch of stuff. Dad was very much a collector and had the same kind of organizational strategies that I have. So there was a lot of stuff.
Opportunity. It's all about opportunity.
Definitely had a double car garage of opportunity.
Yeah.
And he was extremely efficient packer. So he could fit a lot of stuff. There was basically, you open up a box and there was no spare air in the box
Wow.
at
Yeah.
all. It was full
Yeah.
of things. So there are a couple of things that I brought back. There's a couple of things I picked up that to do a project that I've been very interested in. This is miniatures related, which is why I'm bringing it up.
Oh, cool.
There's a fantastic artist from, I think she's from Switzerland, and I'm going to assume that her name is pronounced Nikki Grillet.
Okay.
It might be Grillet, but it's Grillet.
Okay.
And she does these fantastic boxes. So even to the point where they become known as Grillet boxes. So you can search hashtag Grillet box. But they're all like little boxes. Sometimes they're like this size, and you open them up, and there's a miniature inside them.
Oh my goodness, I'm looking at one of them. They're amazing.
Yeah. So a little bit of sort of like a diorama setting, but usually focused on a single miniature or a couple of miniatures, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do one for ages, like for years. So when I was there, I found my dad had this cigar box.
Hey.
Stuff, which is really weird because he never smoked cigars, never smoked cigarettes either. So, but he had this, and I thought this is really cool because it's like from the 50s, I think.
Right.
But he had a lot of different things. So, let me just open this up. But what I'm doing is I'm creating a diorama inside this box.
Right.
That is kind of a tribute to my dad.
Oh, very cool.
In miniature, but putting him into the context of Necromunda, the Warhammer 40,000 setting.
Right.
So I'm using a lot of Warhammer 40,000 parts and that kind of thing. But
oh, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
So he's there at a workbench.
Yeah.
Workbench has all sorts of stuff on it. He collected license plates from all over the world. And there was, so that row of black shapes down there is going to essentially be license plates, but
yeah,
the Warhammer 40,000
That's
setting.
a good idea.
So
that's
yeah,
really
and
cool.
I've got loads of, I've got like a bag full of bits that all end up fitting in this bottom section here.
Yeah.
So just loads and loads of things. He's got like he was very much a collector, so I've got things like just things that say collections,
Yeah.
that kind of thing about
Parts
them
together.
And I'm gonna create a little like pamphlet for this character.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like a flyer that would be handed out on his level of Necromunda Spire.
Right.
Yeah, so just do something cool like that and have my very first relay box with a lot of meaning.
That's awesome. That's
such
a really
a good
cool
idea.
project.
It's been super cool. I actually started on it on Tuesday night. Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, wow.
There's a piece of stuff I was waiting on, and when it arrived, it was like, okay, go for it.
So are those primed or are those all just plastic at the moment?
At the moment, everything's plastic.
Okay.
So the little those little black rectangles are just cut from a sheet of black plastic card.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Actually, I will just open it up. One thing I did that I was really excited about was, let's see if it might show up, but there's a set of drawers there.
Oh, yeah.
They're so
that's
cute.
kind of built into the wall, but it's on a slight angle. And in that bag, I have you can see there's a drawer missing.
Right, yeah.
So I built it so that the drawer, so all of these are fixed to it. They're just rectangles stuck to the wall, or to a front panel.
Yeah.
But that little one there actually is slid out a little bit.
Oh.
So I can put things in it to just enhance the idea of it's a set of drawers.
Yeah. I like that.
Stuff like that. So,
I cannot wait to see this being like done. I think that's going to look amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be pretty cool, though. One of the things that's going to be interesting, because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
I wanted to have it loaded with things to I'm doing some things in there that sort of push the
character
view towards that character.
right.
And when I prime it, I'll prime it all black. I'll leave it in sections so there's some parts I can pull out and that sort of thing, but I'll put it all in, prime it all black, and then hit it with a like a pseudo zenithal kind of prime, but more like hitting it like almost like a spotlight. So the spotlight bigger, and as it gets out towards the edge, it'll be darker
to give more of an illusion of space.
Yeah. So I'll know that when I'll have that take a photo of it and put it up on my screen. When I'm painting, I'll know, okay, when I'm in this area, I want low contrast. And when I'm in this area, in the central area, I want higher contrast kind of thing.
Yeah.
It'll be a very interesting approach.
Right.
So,
yeah, to deal with that in like since it's so small, like I feel like you can work really well with that dynamic space, or it is a larger box. So, but because it's a still scene as opposed to terrain that you're going to move around or look at from 360, you can kind of take advantage of that like pinpoint
and really guiding the eye too.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. That's awesome.
Jason has asked, going electric, any LEDs? I am not going to be going electric or doing any LEDs. There was a point where I was thinking about like dropping some lights down, sort of over the workbench kind of thing. But because I want to work with that artificially forced lighting effect, putting LEDs would distract from that.
Right.
And I'm not, because it's the first one I've done. I don't want to make it too complex. So I am chickening out on the LEDs.
That's okay.
Just going to go with most of the stuff on it. I know there'll be some things on it that I'll really have to keep thinking about and going back and reassess and that kind of thing.
Right.
So, but
that
I'm very excited to do it. It's going to be cool. But and it was cool to find that box and have that. Have been thinking about that, and then have a purpose, have a
thing that's going inside, and that's really cool. I love that. It kind of developed. I feel like that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, real quick, I just wanted to say hello to Gary. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Long time no see.
And we have Dave Hummel as well.
Oh, hello. How can I miss? Everybody is back. We're back, baby. Should you use a bigger brush? I don't think so. Not on that diorama.
It makes me think that maybe Mel has just finished a live stream.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, did Mel finish a live stream? No one else has jumped in, so
maybe not.
That would be funny. So, Dave, what are you planning on painting this evening?
This evening, I'm going to do some work on my Caradron Overlords.
Oh.
How about that?
How about that? I'm not ready for them.
Not ready for them? So these are the...
I love their faces.
Yep. These are the crazy Steampunk Dwarves from Games Workshop. All of the heads, because they spend a lot of time, some of them even float.
Ooh,
I'm little personal dirigibles.
Please, can I have my own personal dirigible?
Sure. You can have your own personal dirigible. I'm not going to build it for you.
Dang it!
But yeah, so there are boats that have much larger what do you call it, balloons on them, that kind of thing as well. So all the helmets are basically like full face metal helmets, but
that's what they are. Okay.
Yeah. So those the beards and the mustaches and all that, it's all metal.
including the beard. I appreciate this.
I like how they're just dedicated to the aesthetic.
I know.
Oh
I
yeah.
was actually really happy with we were catching up on The Witcher, and you see a female dwarf in The Witcher, and she has a lovely beard.
Hey.
And I was like, yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh, and you're gonna make them gold.
There you go. So
Or
yeah,
brass.
with these particular ones, they get loads of gold armor.
Which I feel like is typical of dwarves. You know, they're all about
yeah.
the mining. So Dave Hummel says, I set an alarm so I wouldn't miss this. Oh, that's so nice. Gary says Gretchen looks like she's at a bar. Nope, it's just some really
No.
cool.
Wouldn't that be funny? No, I'm in my dining room. That was actually a wedding gift from my sister. But that would be really funny if I just went to a bar after
And was
work,
painting.
set up shop, started painting.
Yep.
Also, hello to Lava Painter. Welcome back from the painting hiatus. It's good to see you.
Excellent.
Apparently, there is a company that is making personal UFOs, like drones to transport. Well, I'm there. Sign me up. And I need that newsletter.
Is it really the UFO if you're like if it's not
If you know what it is.
Yeah, is it?
Well, I'm guessing it might be UFO shaped, like the
okay.
classic
I
saucer
know,
thing.
then it's just a spaceship shaped.
Oh, hi, Jeff Hall.
For those of us in the know, sure. For the general
There you
public,
go.
cool. Now you can watch it on either, Jeff. But your what do you call it?
See your name under.
Name might not show up.
Yeah, I realized just now that I hadn't sent that link yet, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was Jeff Hall. I'm sorry. Which makes sense when you talked about the intro. Yes. So when Jeff Hall is back, I'll redo the intro so that the intro shows Jeff and Gretchen together.
What you can do is just like have like an image of Jeff drop in at the end, like bam, get a little dust cloud come up.
Yes.
So yeah.
So that then we'll know. You're not sure like who's on the show, but then like you know right before you get started.
Yeah. Yep.
That'll be good.
That'll be good.
Hello,
Hey, Jez.
Jez. Thanks for joining. Happy New Year to you as well.
My goodness, if Jez is here, there must have been a Mel live stream.
I think there was.
Yeah.
But Josh Potter said, did I miss one? Potentially.
You did. Yep.
Find out.
But I'm going to throw this guy up as well. This is one that I painted on the show.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. I don't know if like originally when I started painting him, I wanted to get that burgundy kind of look.
Yeah.
For that purple. And it was Jeff who said, Games Workshop actually make a Barracanar burgundy. So
when your friend helps out.
Yep. Now I have it.
Nice. So you don't have to keep mixing the burgundy color.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's fair. And I feel like you never mix the right amount. So you always have
I think purple is one of the toughest colors
I hate
to mix.
mixing purple. I hate mixing purple.
Because it can go so quickly, so many different ways. There's such a broad range of purples. And it can change really quickly.
That's such a good point.
Jeff, like a 70s sitcom guest star.
Yes.
Kind of do like the
oh, Leona, why don't we do an old-timey sitcom intro?
Okay, I'm writing it down. I can do
We
it.
just have to pause us like mid-motion when we're like doing some, and like it pops up.
Oh my gosh, yes. Starring
Nate Taylor, and it's just like the motion of him just like stop, and then it like goes, and Gretchen settle, and I'm like,
actually it'll be like me going.
Yes, that's so true.
You have plenty of footage to pull random weird videos.
It is true. Yeah, I was like, because the stuff in the intro is actually just from like the last episode you both were in studio. And
Okay.
I was like, it's great. Gretchen and Dave, you make great faces. Like, it's
I
awesome.
mean, we have a drinking game that we're gonna set up because the Bloody Summer Camp, they everything's like released and everything. And so
Yeah.
there's a drinking game for when my friends are gonna watch it because they ordered the DVDs and they
That's
came in.
amazing.
And the drinking game is if you pause it and I look drunk,
Oh no.
let's take a shot.
Okay.
Because I'm
Emotion.
expressive. I
Yeah.
make a lot of faces. And
Some of
in a
them are drunk
video-
things.
some of them look very drunk. Well, no, it's because like in a singular video environment, apparently like I look like a normal expressive person. But when you start hitting the pause button, like
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way with still photos. I'm like, oh, don't take a still photo of me because my face is like
I don't
like,
know what happens.
in person, I think I'm charming, you know?
Facebook user thinks that the sitcom intro is the best idea. And I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
looks drunk and soon you will be. It's a great game. I don't know what to tell you. It should be the new college drinking game. I just
Excellent. That's good. Throwing there before it runs off. Jazz Hunt said, finally caught you folks live. I've been working away on a TV series, so I couldn't stay up late here to watch. But now I'm home and painting the Alien Queen.
ooh.
Hey.
Very cool. From Gale Force 9.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. We saw that set. Or at
Can
least
you
I
let us
saw
Can you let us know what that TV series was, Jazz?
it. Yeah.
Has it been released yet?
I just got
There's
paint
been
on,
an NDA.
Um,
I very recently
I
had like
just
an
got paint
NDA
on my
expire, and I
sweatshirt.
was like, yes.
and
That's
I
no
know if
good,
I don't-
Leona. Paint on the sweater is terrible.
Yeah. It
Particularly
really
if Jazz is going to tell us that the second season of this particular show has just been released. Working on that one. Or maybe the first season based on a large series of books. Could be that one. Something that requires a lot of leather work, though.
Yeah, I don't know what you're I don't know what
I
you're
wish
Oh, I see what you're
the
hinting at.
acting chops- I wish I had the acting chops to be able to be like, I'm gonna do this thing. I don't know if I could handle the pressure of actually being in something that like made a lot of money or got very big though. I'd be anxious.
See, I feel like I wonder if like the people who signed up for Game of Thrones were kind of like that, where they're like, this random fantasy thing, like
I
I'll
love
just
that. I want to
be
be
in
a
it.
random
And
weird-
then they're like, shoot, this got really popular. I just kind of wanted to be
That's my
like
fear. That's what's holding me back because like I would rather be in like funky sci-fi things or fantasy things than in horror things. But like
oh, apparently it's a Disney
Lucasfilm.
film, but
Mhm.
out
Oh,
this
cool.
year.
So
It's very
NDA, but
cool.
out this year, and it's very cool.
Excellent.
All right,
love
so
this.
we'll guess, and then you just give us a little wink whenever it's right.
Yeah,
I'm
when it
joking.
starts, you can let us know.
I know it's definitely for the Buzz Lightyear movie that's coming out. I know you did well the leather work. For
Awesome.
That's
Yep.
fun though. That's really fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, congrats
So-
on that work.
I wish I had
Yeah,
the
definitely.
guts, the moxie to do more, like reach out more for creative projects. But like I said, I'm always like, I don't want to be actual famous. I just want to do fun theater kid stuff. It's my dilemma.
Are you suggesting, Gretchen, that you'd be like the Ron Weasley
Yeah.
of the Harry Potter series, where like they were all completely new going into it,
Yeah.
but at the end of it, like Emma Watson and Daniel Radcliffe, like, give me more.
Yeah.
And
I feel like a better example would be like Elijah
Rupert
Wood.
Grint went,
Like,
okay.
you know how Elijah Wood, he was Frodo. And then
Yeah.
after that, he just went off and he does weird stuff.
He does really weird stuff.
And I'm like, that seems like the paparazzi is never like, oh my God, Elijah Wood, let's like be in your business. No one's like, what's he up to these days? No, it's just every now and then you just get like a little glimpse into his life, and he's like felt like voicing a penguin. So I did it.
And you're like, okay.
Or he was in Over the Garden Wall.
He was, yeah.
did.
He was also
And
in that like Preacher series.
Yeah.
It wasn't called Preacher, but anyway.
You got to remember, he was also in Deep Impact.
Oh yeah.
That was before all the big fame, I feel like.
It was.
I think it was like 96.
Yeah, it was before all the big fame. He was
Right.
young then. Radcliffe
still-
did a weird movie where he was a corpse. I saw that. I love that. I love that for him. That's like,
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
if I ever got outside of doing weird independent films and did like more money-making weird independent films, like that would be my goal. That would be my whole thing is I don't want to actually be beholden to anyone. I just want to go around, have fun, put me in elf ears, call it a day.
I was gonna say, you want to be in your Christmas movie. That's number one.
I do want to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie. It doesn't even have to be Hallmark. I just want to be in like a very low budget Christmas film.
Could it be ballpark Christmas films? It's pretty much, they're pretty much in the same ballpark, right? That's
That'd be kind of really cute though.
that'd be awesome. Except all the gender roles are flipped.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
That's
There we go. All the gender role. Instead of me going off to find as a city slicker in need of a hunky hometown man to teach me the meaning of Christmas, we're gonna switch it around.
Yep.
I like this. I
Exactly.
appreciate this.
It'll be good. Now we just need to make it happen.
I come up with really great, horrible, good movie ideas, and I feel like people should fund me more often.
That's so funny.
Just saying.
I used to have an ongoing joke with one of my friends back in college because we were both writers that we would write a like god-awful sci-fi movie script and send it into the Sci-Fi Channel every year with like a bottle of wine to try to bribe them, and just
I like this.
every year until we got the script through.
And then someone would be like, gosh, let's just make this stupid show so they stop sending us
We have
the
so
thing.
many good, horrible, great ideas though.
That's amazing.
I don't know about you, Leona, but I really enjoy it when people give me free wine.
Listen,
If I was
hear me out.
the head of the studio head,
Hear
I'd
me
just be like, let's ignore her for another year. She's getting another bottle of wine.
Every year we get
One of our ideas was a like, you know, it's always like killer shark. Oh no. It was
Yeah.
a mutant killer shark. But instead of like following the gangly group of kids around as they try to warn everyone, it was a psychic who had a psychic connection to the mutant killer shark.
Oh wow.
And how they had to try to convince everyone of their psychic connection to the shark to warn them.
Okay.
Oh.
I was wondering what was going on.
That's the plot of, I don't know if you're aware, but that's the plot of Sharknado 6.
God dang it, stealing my ideas.
Sharknado 6, Psychic Hicks. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to live my life, guys. I just want to do weird things, live on a farm, paint some minis. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, hello to Some Key. Thanks for joining. Saw that you
Hey,
subbed
Key.
for another month. 11 months. 11 months. Wow.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. JT says no one needs to remember Deep Impact. Wrong! It's perfect precursor for Don't Look Up. Jess says he was in Sin City. He was indeed in Sin City.
Who was?
Great.
Radcliffe?
No.
Elijah.
Elijah Wood.
Oh, Elijah Wood. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I get them confused. They look the same to me.
No. All
They
good.
sound the same.
But,
Buzz Lightyear is a space marine. Convince me otherwise.
I would love to see someone paint
Oh,
Army
yeah.
in the colors for was it Space Rangers? Is that what they call
Yep.
themselves?
Yep.
Because Buzz Lightyear, he's part of the space. There's an actual
Yep.
like whole.
Space Rangers. Leona, if you do a Google search for Buzz Lightyear Space Marine,
Okay.
Did someone do that already?
they haven't done an army, but there's definitely a model that's been done. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Actually, there's a bunch of people have done models. Maybe there has been an army, but
Whoa, some of these are amazing. Okay, well, I'll have to pick the one that's like really good.
the amazingest.
I mean, there's quite a few that are really good.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I just get excited over simple concepts. Everyone, it's been done.
No, open in new tab. And it also wants me to save it. All right, whatever. Okay. There's this one.
Fantastic. Here we go.
All right. This is the one that I found.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones.
Yeah. It was one of the
someone has to find like a cowboy one, make it like you had to.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. This is really cool.
Yeah.
There's also this one that it wasn't letting me. Oh, because it's from ArtStation. That makes sense. So I thought this one was really cool too. Where he actually like put on the Buzz Lightyear face. And then like
that Buzz face is kind of creepy.
It is a little creepy. What's fun about this one is you get the like striping and like know Buzz Lightyear, and also like the wings are key to Buzz Lightyear characters. So I do really like that they feature these wings when he's just like best.
Yeah.
Best.
Definitely good.
Oh yeah, that's so fun.
How's the painting going?
I have and I have about a little more than half of a base coat put on this dragon. It's Death World Forest is the green I'm using. It's kind of like an olive green.
Cool.
Yep. Something a little desaturated so I can kind of figure out where I want to bring that color up.
Cool.
So is he gonna be a brown dragon? Is that what's happening?
No, he's not. This is very green in person.
Green.
If I bring him back. Nope, that doesn't help. It's gonna be like lighting.
Oh yeah, there we go. I see it. Yep, I see the green.
Yeah, it's like an olive. So I'm gonna go through and do that, and then maybe try to add in some kind of pinkish bits to look like flesh, like blood flush on the wings, where it's more membraney.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that'll look good.
Yeah, I haven't really thought much more than that.
Okay.
What, Gretchen doing another dragon? This was my secret car dragon.
Excellent. You should have told people it actually came with the car.
Like Subarus, everyone.
Like a trunk monkey. Glove box dragon.
There's actually, we had our car broken into, and I had one of the Warhammer minis.
Taken?
No, it wasn't taken. It was one of the few things left. Like they had rummaged through the car and they took our like registration and stuff.
Oh gosh.
But they left the mini, and the mini I think was the most valuable thing in the car. They took like $2, a pair of sunglasses, and I was like, pretty sure this mini, like quick online search, this mini is more expensive
So funny.
than what you have taken. But obviously they didn't know that, so
yeah,
it was just highly amusing to me.
Excellent.
We also had like armor in the back and stuff, and all that would have been very expensive, but they had left it because they didn't know the worth of all the nerd stuff.
They're like, what's this crap doing here?
They didn't know where to flip it.
People are weird.
Yeah.
Thankfully, if we leave the car unlocked, which is what ended up happening, obviously it was a crime of opportunity, but in our neighborhood, we oftentimes have people siphoning gas out of the cars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's like the big one. They steal gas, which I wanted to leave a little note on the car and be like, we're all poor here. Like, or at least like leave enough for me to get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you leave a quarter tank?
Like, asking, like, you need this more than I do. Obviously, you are pushed to desperation. But if you could just be a little convenient.
But consider it. Yep. Yeah. My goodness.
I'd rather leave someone $20 just to know, like, here's 20 for gas.
You just write it in the.
Yeah.
Next November, I'll have some in my pockets. Excellent.
Apparently, Draco and Dragonheart was very brown, more naturalistic alligator.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know if I want to go for like full on. Sorry, I heard the kitten crying. And I was like, what are you getting into? I hear his bell jingling in the distance. Like,
Yeah.
Trouble is the answer. But yeah, I don't know if I want to do brown or if I want to keep up with the green or whatnot, but I definitely want to get that like fleshy pink tone.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear the cat.
Yes, that's because now he's by the microphone. Now he's trying to very eagerly come and say hello. He'll watch TV. This one is a lot more invested than Calcifer is. Calcifer is on the dining room table chair, just kind of hanging out. That's what he likes to do during the show. He'll hang out about a foot away, out of trouble.
That's nice.
But the little one is very, very invested.
Excellent.
Yes.
Where I'm at. So all of the gold areas have been given a base coat of hammered copper.
Nice.
So they've got that coppery kind of look going on. And so I'll put it up next to a.
Oh. Yeah.
And
that is actually helpful.
Yeah. So you can see where they come from. But I like the copper, rather than it being like that brassy kind of look. You put gold straight over the tinny tin. I guess very desaturated kind of look.
Okay.
Put the copper underneath it, because that copper's got that nice orange sort of sheen to it. You get a really solid, warm gold color, which is nice.
So the metallic of the copper peeks through. Is that what you're saying? And the brown of the color? I know sometimes you can just put brown underneath instead of.
Yeah, it depends on which brown you go with. If you go for like a rich orangey brown,
okay,
that'll be great for undergold.
Yeah.
But if you've got a dark desaturated gray black brown, when you put gold over it, you'll get some show through.
Gotcha. Okay.
But even if you build up a couple of thin layers, you'll get it'll still have a fairly stark sort of contrasty kind of look. When gold typically doesn't have a lot of contrast to it. Has a fairly even spread of light around it.
Right.
You look at any gold sort of thing. I've just broken a piece.
Oh no! Live on camera.
Live on camera. I'm going to put him aside for a moment. Come back to him later.
See them later.
So that's all good. But yes. I think one of the things we were going to ask. Oh, sorry. Josh says hammered copper. I think there was a joke involving a set of adult beverages there.
They are dwarves.
This is true. Excellent.
What were you going to say, Dave?
I can't remember. No, I was going to say what I thought we should ask folks what projects they're planning on working on this year.
Oh, that's a good question.
New year, your new resolutions. You don't have to tell us what you're actually going to work on this year, but just things you'd like to work on this year.
Yeah.
Miniature-wise. Would you like to build some dioramas or paint an army or do a whole series of completely unrelated miniatures?
I'll tell you what I know, right?
Would you like to do some more dragons?
Yeah.
Dragons all the time.
All the dragons. You'll make a Warhammer army of dragons.
Just get a bunch of dragons and get a bunch of the Warhammer like armor pieces and just pop them off and put them on the dragons. It's fine.
You've been reading the new Stormcast Eternals book, haven't you?
I have.
Pretty much what it is. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's all good. You can do that. But Leona, you were going to say?
I've been recently playing the Betrayal, A House on the Hill game, which is really fun. And that game comes with miniatures, but they're not the best miniatures. So and also I lost them. So like there's two layers to that.
They're not the best miniatures because they're non-existent. I don't have them anymore. If I had them, they would be pretty cool.
But so yeah, they're really not good because I lost them, and so I'll use other pieces from other games, like some sort of meeple type things. But what I actually want to do is go out and just buy miniatures. I think probably from Reaper they'll have a good selection, or a couple other miniatures companies, and just kind of look and get miniatures that actually will become the player pawns. So that's kind of, I think that's probably my like project for 2020, which I know is small, but for me is big. So, because I think there's like 7 players that you can play throughout the game. So that would be, that's a full year's worth of painting for me.
Particularly if we spend a lot of time in the studio.
Yeah.
If it's all COVID all the time, that'll take you through to like the end of March.
True. Yeah, that's very true.
Yep.
So some people are answering. Tim says that they want to finish the Fallout board game, and also build some minis when he gets his 3D resin printer. Very cool.
Excellent.
Lava Painter is trying my hands on doing my first diorama with the Monster Apocalypse models and my resin crafting. Ooh.
Awesome. I would love to see you do a diorama with like one of the defenders throwing a kaiju into a building.
Yeah.
Agrees.
Amazing.
I do. That would be amazing.
But no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, but you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Josh Potter says some more stuff for Raw Partho Legacy and getting a Twitch channel going. Oh, very fun. Mostly to help me motivate my painting. Yep.
Cool.
Definitely. I know for some people it's just helpful to even have that schedule. It's like it doesn't really matter who shows up, but it's helpful to log in the time. And the streaming helps you do that.
It does indeed. It helps you make your painting a habit.
Yeah.
Not a chore. Anyway, keep going. Excellent. That's cool, Josh.
I hope to get a lot of gray plastic in board. I hope to get a lot of the gray plastic I have in board games. Okay, yeah. The others, 7 Sins, Blood Rage, and Scythe. Woo!
Nice.
No small amount of minis there.
I've actually painted painted an entire set of Blood Rage. There are a lot of minis in that.
Yeah.
Very much so.
No, but good luck. Yeah, I think you can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And they'll look great. Jason says, I would like to empty my box of opportunity before I add more to it. I think that's a noble cause.
I think it's sorely misguided. Add as many things to your box of opportunity as you'd like.
It is the box of opportunities.
It does increase your variety of opportunities.
It's true.
Yep.
Betsy says, I'll be finishing The Lord of the Rings, Journey in Middle-earth, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh.
Awesome. Sometime this year we'll be getting Bard Sung by Steamforge Games. That's so cool. So yeah, I just like looked more into that game recently, and it looks awesome. And I'm really excited about it. So hopefully we might be able to see that in studio. We shall see.
That would be great, yeah. Excellent.
But yeah, I'm really excited about that game. So Lava Painter says maybe submit my first model for a paint competition. Probably won't win, but I can say I tried. Yeah. It never hurts to try.
You can't win if you never start.
Right.
Yep. What's that famous sports ball line? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah. Yes.
It's gonna be like, you're asking the sports ball questions.
I know.
Question. It's a more popular culture question, I guess, but
yeah, I do like that saying. That is a really good one. And yeah, I always feel like competitions help push you to the next level, whether that like just personally, not because you're trying to necessarily win, just because there's a deadline and yeah.
Yeah. And you
that's
might try.
Luck. I feel like yeah. Also, Betsy says, I'll be painting all the Green Lantern figures that Tim prints on the 3D printer. I like this. Tim prints and you paint.
Yep.
That's so funny. Dave Hummel says, plan first quarter, finished first company of Terminators, start second company, Veterans, second quarter, finish second company, start fifth company of Tactical Reserve, etc., etc.
Excellent. So working on his way through to an entire chapter of Space Marines.
Wow.
It's a lot of Space Marines.
How many would that be?
It's over it's 1,000. Nominally, it's 1,000.
That's a lot.
But it's probably about 1,080.
Oh my!
That didn't make it better.
I thought you were gonna go down.
I know.
No, I'm just saying that by the time you get to 1,000, like another 80 or so is nothing.
That's true.
It's like Tuesday.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome, and I'm very impressed. That's why I'm like laughing with shock because I'm impressed. Jez says, I've started making terrain. Very cool. And I've got to sort minis for Stargrave. I'm nearly done on the xenomorph sides of aliens. So it's all the Marines. Very cool.
Ripley.
And then stuff you fancy. Nice.
Excellent.
That should be fun.
No, that sounds cool. Very good. Yeah, I've just been, I'm not sure if Jeff's still in the chat, but I've been playing, before I went to Australia, I played a couple of games of Stargrave with Jeff and some of the other guys we play regularly with, and it's a very cool game. It's a lot of fun. Put together a little war band of sci-fi adventurers, basically your ship's crew. So you have a captain, first mate, and then you can have like runners or mechanics or different people who can do different things. They have different specialities on the tabletop.
Is Stargrave an RPG or is it a minis?
It's a minis game. It's a minis game. Yeah, it's from Osprey.
Okay.
Yeah, written by Joseph McCullough.
Right.
Who we've had on the show.
Yeah.
Long time ago now.
Yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah. It's like 20. It might have been like near Gen Con 2019 or 2018.
I think it
One
was
of those
2018.
Yeah, it could have been that. But yeah, so it's definitely a cool game from Joe.
But that makes sense because it's Frostgrave. Like it's the same like mechanics or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, very very similar mechanics and
Gotcha.
yeah, in space.
Very cool. I love space stuff, so
yeah,
sign me up.
But you can also it's miniatures agnostic, so you can pick miniatures from wherever you want to pick miniatures.
That's really cool. I love one thing because it gives you so much more opportunity to like just personalize everything that much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say that is the definite advantage or like kind of fun aspect of the Grave like series, not battle series, but like rules mechanics is that it's not miniatures based.
Yeah.
Or dependent on a certain style.
Line. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Dave Hummel says, trying to follow the advice from that book, that Dave guy. Oops, I clicked it away. Did not do
Who
so.
needs to follow that advice?
That advice. Yep. Good. Ashlyn says, I have a person-sized pile of scale cars and Macross kits I want to scale down, and the rest of my novitiates.
Novitiates.
Novitiates. Oh.
Novitiate.
And a few kit bashed diorama pieces. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing that, Ashlyn. Very, very cool. Oh. Facebook user says, I have 7 Warhammer Underworlds warbands to paint. Now you can look at that and go, oh, that's a lot. Or you can look at it and go, each of them's between 3 and 7 models. So it's about 35 models, maybe. 36. So it's still quite a lot, but definitely
not as many as the Dave Hummel he's saying over here.
No, not as many as Dave. Oh, okay. Dave's got 1,400-ish models planned for his chapter. You can always take it further. Always.
You guys can't see at the moment that my younger cat is trying desperately to whack this paintbrush out of my hand.
Oh no. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Your cat is so funny. It's like, I want to be near you a lot.
I want to be near. That is Smaug, by the way, who, much like his namesake, likes to hoard things. And is very dramatic and likes to be involved.
And sounds just like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
He speaks.
If Benedict Cumberbatch were a cat.
He talks quite a bit. He doesn't talk as much as my old Siamese, but he does talk much more than Calcifer. And he has like the tiniest little meow.
Oh, cute.
That's funny.
Just
I think it's really...
sorry.
Different.
Joe McCullough is a great games writer. Been playing the Rangers of Shadowdeep a lot, slowly building an Oathmark army. Oh, cool. And got Silver Bayonet for Xmas. Ah, so that's also after Stargrave. Cool.
So yeah, Silver Bayonet is so Joe wrote a Napoleonic skirmish game that is focused essentially around Gothic horror.
Oh, okay.
What if my buddy has that game?
You don't take like Napoleonic soldiers and fight them against other Napoleonic soldiers. Well, you do, but you're also taking like vampire hunters and priests from the Holy Roman Empire and that kind of thing, and throwing them up against werewolves and goblins and all sorts of scary horror creatures.
I can appreciate.
Definitely cool. I think we'll be playing that later in the year.
Yep. Interesting.
There we go.
Fun to know.
It's gonna be good. But yeah, cool. That sounds good. Josh posted, it's just an excuse to put Napoleonic figures on round bases. Yes, Josh, it is. But you could also leave them on your square bases and play the game like that. You don't have to have them on round bases. It's just fine.
It's just
Fine. Yeah, I think the warband I'm going to do for Silver Bayonet is based on the French retreating from Russia.
Oh.
1813.
So looking a little rough there.
Looking very rough. Yep, very rough. Great coats.
Yeah.
Scarves, mufflers, all that kind of thing. But yeah, so just the idea that they're being pursued not only by the Russian bear that was the Russian army, but also being pursued by like Russian
I like
bear,
that.
like werebears. I think
Yeah.
that'd be pretty. So that should be a lot of fun. Yep.
I think that is an excellent idea. I like this lore. There's a book called Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and it has to do with magic in the but like in the Napoleonic era. And anyway, that like setup kind of reminds me of that, where like the author like explains things that happen, like different battles, but actually it was magic that did it. So it's the same thing in this.
Right.
You can kind of take like a setting and then be like, but what if they're all running away because werebears?
Exactly.
Let's make history a little more interesting.
Just a little more interesting.
There's some pretty crazy stuff in history.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
But yeah, no, I think it should be a lot of fun to sort of mess around with that.
So it is that time if we want to take a look at some miniatures. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. We have quite a few miniatures, so everyone hang in there tight with us. We always ask people in our Facebook group to post, and so that we can see what everybody's been working on. And
settle in.
Well, let's see. How do I want to do this? Sorry.
I'm going to grab myself a little Chucky.
Oh my goodness.
Rude. This is what we do for not having the show in studio.
Yeah. Everybody grab your beverage. Mine is just some water.
And I'm going to move the screen over to...
Move the screen so you can see.
Yep. Nope. I'm going to need to make it bigger. And then hit... Okay. I'm going to move it so that I can see it, but I won't be able to see the chat. So sorry about that, folks. Cool.
But yeah, Angie with her with this dragon that we have.
It's a dragon.
Another dragon.
Yes.
Super cool.
More dragons.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I like I think one of my favorite things is, so you got a very dark, sort of bluish kind of look to it. That sort of slick, leathery skin. But then the membranes on the wings fade to that pink.
Yeah.
It's not a pale, pale flesh kind of fleshy pink, but it's just that really nice. That it's almost like a sunset pink,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is looking really cool. And I'm loving the basing.
Yeah, I think the base is really nice.
The lichen there gives it. It was just really well scaled for that. So,
also,
awesome job, Angie.
Real quick, from the chat, just says, Dave, your wet palette is full of Ferrero Rocher.
It is.
It's a big wet palette.
I'll see what I can do to reduce the amount of the chocolate to water
I literally
ratio.
have candy sitting next to me. Oh,
I don't have any left over. I eat all my Christmas candy on Christmas.
I know. I was being really lame and like not eating any of it.
If I ate all of my Christmas candy on Christmas, I would have gone into diabetic shock. So much chocolate.
So this is
I'm good with it.
Ashlyn's piece, And
Excellent.
if I remember correctly, Ashlyn, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she said that like she had accidentally got some glue on the face and then kind of turned that into this battle wound.
Yep.
And I love that. And I think that's very creative. And I really like how it's added a lot, I think, to the miniature.
Yep. Yep. No, it's definitely cool. This is one of those novitiates that she was mentioning before. But yeah, definitely a
No
way to.
details, as I said. I'm joking. It was incorrect. Yeah, you've done really well.
Yeah, I think it's super cool. I think yeah, anytime we've talked about your color scheme before, and I think that we really enjoy it. That blue is nice and cool. The white is very neutral. You've got that neutral gray there shading that white, and then the lovely pop of the gold, warm gold. But yeah, the sort of the blood red there works with all of those colors, and at the same time doesn't need to be on every model in your squad. So it's quite fine just to have one wounded model. But yeah, definitely a great way to save an unhappy accident. Turn an unhappy accident into a happy accident. Perfect Bob Ross styley.
Yes. Yeah, no, it looks really great. Thank you for sharing.
Nice one.
This is Ayumi's model. Painting from the Monster Grizzy. Painting up the Monster Grizzy, excuse me, from Monster Apocalypse, which I thought was really sweet. The scheme is actually to honor a buddy that had passed away last month. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cute.
Definitely,
I really, really like what you're doing here. I think it's really amazing.
Yeah, and your color matching is spectacular. But yeah, beautiful work, Amy. Fantastic. And I'm going to say something as well here. If you look at like Corson's eyes, the iris takes up essentially the whole eye. So down on the dog, yep, it takes up the whole eye. But by shrinking the iris a little bit for the model, it gives it more of a human kind of look. So you've got more of a personification. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Anthropomorphization.
Anthropomorphization.
That's it. Thank you. That's what that does. Gives it more of that, more of a human kind of feel to the eyes.
Which works because since it's standing on the two feet.
Yep, and has the front paws and smack a building around.
Oh, Lava Painter says, "Thank you. I can now guilt trip my opponent to not kill the goodest boy."
I think you'll find it'll be the last model they go for.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely a good scheme.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you for sharing. Oh yeah, so Betsy Bowers has painted up this miniature. Colonel Blaze McGunner from Starcadia Quest, and you may recognize the hair a little bit, Dave.
I'm not sure. I'd say flat top. Is it? Who is it? Oh, I can't remember his name. Who did Mail Call? Did the show Mail Call? Anyway, okay.
Actually, Betsy painted the hair after your hair, Dave.
The colors, Dave.
I don't see it. I'm not seeing it at all. No, fantastic work, Betsy. It looks great. And
I thought it would be funny to share.
Yeah, and I think Betsy's done some great like fine line work there.
Yeah,
on that hair, particularly like away from the obvious like the white part. It's great texture that you've built in there as well. That looks excellent. And I love the little OSL glow as well that you've got going on with the.
I know.
That red there.
Really quality. Yeah, it's looking really awesome.
Yeah, indeed. Excellent. Nice work.
People in the chat are saying, "That's your hair. It's your hair."
Who? Whose hair? Yeah. No,
Bob,
it's great.
Now.
Bob is saving base rings for when they have enough done to paint, and a few more of these are still a work in progress. But this
Okay.
is the last week worth of work.
Cool.
Very nice.
So these are droids from the Separatist Army from Star Wars Legion. And yeah, they're looking very cool. Very cool. I think, obviously with the basing, which the minis are finished and kind of ready to get that victory lap. But the Bob's mentioning there, the base ring.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I'm enjoying these. And one of the things when I watched Phantom Menace originally, I was like, oh, that's kind of goofy. In my because I was in my, how old was I? I was like mid-20s, late 20s then.
In your youth.
So I could be a grumpy old guy. But I know a lot of people.
Beginning of your grumpy old guy journey.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. But I know a lot of people do love the prequels. But I really enjoy one of the things. The weird thing is, I really enjoy seeing people painting up these droids with that lovely sort of tan look.
Yeah.
The droids from the movie. It's just looks great. Excellent work, Bob. Looking forward to seeing them with their victory laps completed.
We have Chris Gorka with a battle sister for their Adepta Sororitas army.
Yeah, looking very cool.
Looking nice.
Yep, nice and crisp there. I love that deep green. It's kind of like the dark sea blue.
Oh yeah, it is actually
very much like that. But yeah, looking good. That darker skin tone looks fantastic. You've done a really good job there, Chris.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I just noticed that she has a bionic arm.
Yeah, I know. So did I. I was like, and her arm's bionic.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of Furiosa feel then. But yeah, looking very cool, and I also love the that inclusion of the candle on the base.
Oh,
why people are lighting candles out in the middle of the scrub, I don't know.
It's important.
They're not natives. They don't know.
Yeah, but no, looks great, Chris. Nice work.
We have Clive Mills with a work in progress on the Barbarian.
Fantastic. Look at the size of that axe.
Quite large.
It's like somebody sculpted a barbarian and then put it like a hatchet on top of it. It looks amazing.
And he's holding a head, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a severed orc head or two.
Nice.
I'm guessing it's an orc because it looks like it has green skin.
Yeah.
But, no, I think you've done a nice job here, Clive. I love that you've really brought out that character in the face. It's got that sort of big, massive scowl. Well, yeah, looking good, Clive. Nice work.
Dan Cooper with Bolt Action, U.S. Army.
Yep, this is looking great.
Not gonna say that name. And crew on a custom-made base. Howitzer.
Howitzer. Yep, 105 millimeter howitzer. So
105 minutes howitzer.
Millimeter. But yeah, no, looking good, and I love that custom base as well. They have that little fence line running across the side of it, and even though it's got grass and like little tufts in other areas on the base, they are kind of concentrated around that fence line, which is kind of what you'd see. It's out of the road and it's not in the middle of the paddock. But yeah, really nice work there, Dan. And I love as well. See the on the side of the gun carriage there are little red and white lines. Yep. Just on that arm, just sticking out there. Those are actually like ranging sticks. So if they had time when they set up, they could like run out to certain distances and stick those in the ground, and so the gunner could know like what elevations to use.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So as the enemy's coming
it would help
close,
with the scope, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So it's great that he's painted that little detail in there as well. I mean, they're cast onto the model, but a lot of people don't know that that's what they look like or that's what they were used for. But yeah, awesome work there, Dan. Looks great.
Very cool. And sorry, I just want to say this guy, I love like the scene that's happening here. Very good.
Yeah.
We have Eric Lausen.
Excellent.
He didn't put where this was from, so I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but it might be. It's Boba Fett's ship. It's that same style of ship.
Oh,
With a repaint.
okay.
So it might be from not Armada, but
right.
X-Wing?
X-Wing, yes. Star Wars X-Wing, that's it. Thank you. So yeah, I think
sometimes I know games.
I think it's a repaint from Star Wars X-Wing. But yeah, looking cool. I like that that scheme. It's kind of a
it still feels like part of the Star Wars universe, but it's still it's very colorful. It's very graphic and geometric.
Yep. It's very I would say it's very like customized. It's very personal. I don't think you'd see an army of or a fleet of ships painted like this.
JT says think that's the Kath Scarlet paint scheme.
Okay. Cool.
Very cool.
I'm going to guess that Kath Scarlet is another bounty hunter. Probably from the animated series that I've never seen.
Or the new one that just came out.
Oh, the Boba Fett book of Boba Fett.
The book of Boba Fett.
Possibly.
Oh no, I think she is not from that series. I'm wrong. But that is her
cool.
thing.
The scheme. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, nice work then, Eric. Very cool. Legends,
all books and comics. Okay. Yep.
Oh.
Sweet. Looks good. We have Jeff with Finish This Crew Today, Militia for the Drowned Earth.
Excellent. Yep. Looking
this lizard guy. He's so great.
The lizard guy is excellent. And the guy with the guy behind them is an ape.
This one. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Check out the gorilla arms there. But yeah, great mix of models there from different manufacturers. I think the guy at the like front middle with the gun up over his head and the flat top. I think he's a hassle-free miniature. It's a UK-based sculptor manufacturer. But yeah,
but he like I can tell. I just looked up Drowned Earth. He actually based them off of like the Drowned Earth minis that you would get, which is cool.
All right,
like you would get a lizard and also a gorilla. Two humans and a like questionable creature. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. That's awesome.
Creature questionable. But yeah, no, these look very cool. They look they all of basically the green pants across the squad.
Mm-hmm.
The spot color of the red. So you see the red bandana on the guy on the left. The cross on.
He even has red.
Oh, yep. It's all got those little bits across there. I think that's really cool. It does a great job of tying them all together. I bet you the boots are all the same color. And again, just little things to tie very disparate models together. Excellent work, Jeff. They look great.
Yeah, they look really good. We have Jason with some stormtroopers, snow troopers.
Imperial troops have entered the base. Entered the base. Yes, and snowtroopers. These look very cool. I think normally you see when people paint up the snowtroopers, they do them with the sort of the scheme from the movie. From Empire Strikes Back, which has you got the white armor, but then any of the cloth, the additional sort of cold weather gear that they're wearing is like a bone color,
Okay.
more warm. So Jason's choice here with the blacks and the grays. So like the gray down the front of the face there, and the black on the skirt, or the lower part of the tunic, is a very interesting choice. I haven't seen it before, but I think it works really well. Looks very
Also,
cool.
real quick, Wyatt says hello. Hello, and thanks for
Hello,
joining.
Wyatt.
Hopefully you had a good New Year. Oh,
True. Was that Dave who said that?
yeah, it was.
It does look like the guy from Small Soldiers, which I'm sure they're all based on Arnie from Predator.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, looks great.
Looks good. We have another dinosaur dragon looking creature.
Godzilla.
Joe.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
an
is it just straight up Godzilla?
Kaiju? Is it? It
It's
looks
awesome.
Yeah,
It's
looks
awesome
like a
kaiju,
kaiju.
Yeah. No, I think Joe's done an excellent job here. What's the big thing I'm going to say? Anyone?
Contrasting colors?
Hey, it's true. It's totally that. I'm
Yeah,
just
the
gonna say
blue
on
and the orange.
my shirt tonight is a dark blue with an orange choose cheese hashtag choose cheese.
Oh. Choose cheese.
Works. It's a fantastic thing. But I think yeah, Joe's done a great job here of picking those areas out and like carrying it across the head there of the kaiju. It looked awesome. And I love the like that fluorescent green
For the bottom.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So I'm not exactly sure if it's like spilled some what do you call it?
Radioactive
stuff, or whether it's just going with the it's sort of bubbling up from under the earth. This is like it's down in the depths of the ocean, and this bubbling up through the crust.
Oh, I like this. Oh, that's an amazing setting. I like this.
Yep. Looks awesome, Joe. Nice work.
Yes, thank you for sharing. We have John
Cool.
with this mage, I believe, or wizard or something.
I mean, they're definitely doing magic on a sword.
Putting fire out on a sword.
Or he's just been this might be Rapunzel's hairdresser.
Oh.
Kidding. Of course it's magic. It's magic. But yeah. No,
I
think
like how illustrative it looks.
Yeah.
Yep. I think the sculpt is good. It's very illustrative style sculpt.
Yeah.
You're right. I think the eyes are quite big on it. It's got great angles on the face and the hair there. But no, I think you're absolutely right there, Gretchen. That illustrative feel just really hypes it all up.
I think even the clothes he's wearing. I really like how bright the blue is. Good contrast with the orange magic.
Yep.
And then we even get the belt buckles, which is nice.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Definitely cool. Excellent work, John.
We have Josh Potter.
Scroll on. Crazy hack. No. I think this guy's excellent. I'm really enjoying Rio Wilson there with the rocking those awesome chaps. Sort of rawhide colored.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that like there's some detail here that makes it look more like a rawhide.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, definitely very cool. I love the just got some like almost black lining there on the pistol.
Oh yeah.
So rather than just being silver and letting the sculpt do the shading, just emphasize some of those areas around the chamber and whatever the thin bit underneath the barrel is called.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that's definitely cool. You've done an excellent job there, Josh. Nice one.
Your move.
Sorry, just before you can just go back for a sec.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dean will be there in a second. And if you see, so Josh has got it on that square. So you got the round base, but stuck on that little square plinth.
Uh-huh.
You know what that is? What I think it is. I think it's the
Mm,
lid for a Chessex dice box.
no way.
But normally you'd have it up the other way around, and you have all the dice in it, and it'd be clear, and you'd be able to see them.
It's a dice cap.
And then you turn it around so that you can take the photo like this, and then he can slide it on. Does what he like, put it on his shelf or send it off to Reaper or whatever he's doing with it.
Cool. I like
very
that.
nice. Josh will let us know. But yeah, nice work, Josh. Looks great.
JT with Carnomorph Butcher from Nemesis board game. It was their final painted mini of 2021. Nice. What a way to end. I mean, and sorry that I like covered half of it with the words. I just realized that now.
You could have moved the from to the end there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
You could have made that. You could have made that 3 lines.
I'm really sorry.
But,
But let's zoom in on the top since that's what Oh, I feel so bad. I feel like this was like this is a good mini to encapsulate 2021. That's just me. I also do really like your paint job here, and I think you've done a really good job with the like red into bone color.
I like it. Yeah, it looks juicy, like in a very, very gross way. It looks juicy.
It's super visceral in the most literal of the sense.
It's fresh.
Yeah, it is fresh.
That there is a fresh Carnomorph.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
I think the way that the blood splattered up onto the bones there is great. That you look at it and it's like they're almost like supposed to represent antlers, but then you look at them and it's like, are they like ribs that have pulled out from behind, kind of blood eagle kind of
really large ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like much larger than they had any right to be.
He doesn't have them down here, so maybe they like flipped up. Ooh.
Like those lizards that can put their rib cage through their skin as a defense mechanism.
Yes. I've never heard of this lizard.
Like shoot it out.
Yeah, there's a species of lizard, and when it's in danger, it can make its rib cage go, and it
that's cool.
Wow,
out of its skin. Fun fact. That's your fun animal fact for the new year. I don't know what that lizard's called. I forget, but I enjoy that lizard immensely.
Maybe we can just refer to it as the Carnomorph lizard.
Yes, I agree.
Awesome. Super cool. Nice work, JT.
Then we have, why did I not? Maybe it's this one?
Up on the top of the screen. No, go back.
I know who it is. This is 1 Inch Heroes Gaslands project.
Yep. Drew's Gasland stuff.
Yeah.
Super cool. Now he's just going to make some terrain and a mat for it. I'm going to make a board. So he's not just driving around. I think my mum has that same tablecloth. But regardless.
What a slime. Poor Drew.
I think that looked fantastic. I think he's done an excellent job here. I'm a big fan of the. I think there are 3 cars on this that I'm just like super huge fan of, and that's the monster truck.
Yep. Big
fan of the monster truck. Looks great. There's a little. There's a little GW skull there at the front.
Oh.
Spruce of skulls. So I love that one. I love the one next to it that has the yellow and red paint job.
Yep.
Awesome. And who can guess my favorite?
The ice cream?
Ice cream.
Yes.
Awesome. Is that? Can you zoom in on that little sign?
Mm-hmm. I think it says ice cream. Because isn't that the truck from the like racing game? Or there was anyway, I'm not gonna. I feel like I had this conversation with you before.
Quite possibly.
There was a racing game that came out in the 90s, and it literally that truck looks exactly like it.
It might be it.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. Thank you, JT. Yes, it literally is from Twisted Metal.
Right.
So
Definitely.
No, I'm putting up the wrong comment now. I'm just annoyed. It's all good. So yeah, the ice cream one is the best, and I hope he won. And that was my favorite game truck to play in Twisted Metal. So Sweet Tooth, yeah, it's great.
No, fantastic.
But these all look really amazing. So
Great job, Drew. Great job.
is Glasslands kind of like Twisted Metal, where you just like go around the track and blow each other up?
Yeah. It's primarily it's primarily like a death race kind of game.
Okay, cool. I probably would enjoy playing that then.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like that's a good time. You just smash.
It is excellent. It's a very cool game.
But yeah, these look great. Thanks for sharing, Drew. Appreciate it. We have Penny with a Boba Fett. Granted, it's not that great. That's okay. It looks good.
Great. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I think the helmets may be a little bit too big, but might be a stylistic choice.
I feel like if you end up being like, I don't like this, you could just throw it in sand and hide all perceived imperfections with sand. And it will be accurate.
Hey, I see what you're saying, to the actual Star Wars universe. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yes, if you haven't seen the first episode of the Book of Boba Fett, you'll get to see what Gretchen is talking about. Go and check it out. No,
giving Disney free.
I think it's looking cool. I think Penny's doing a great job here. There's key things about Boba Fett's outfit that are important. There's the green, that burgundy kind of thing. It's not a bright red,
right?
But it's a dull red, which is great. And the webbing in that sort of orangish brownish color.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it's kind of weird. It's particularly recently, I think there's been the picture of Boba Fett in like Jabba's palace.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the behind the scenes photo where the actor had taken his helmet off.
Yeah.
And he looks like, so I think somebody said he looks like an accountant from Milton Keynes. It's like the most boring place in England.
He does.
But it's all in that, he's got that gray undersuit. Kind of thing. So the silver here is an interesting choice. But it's just representing that gray undersuit.
I think the silver is kind of cool because it brings out the matte of the helmet and the orange. So I don't know if that was on purpose, but I actually really kind of like the contrast of textures there.
Yep.
So looks nice.
Sure. Cool. Good job, Penny.
Oh, this is not a mini from someone in our group. Although I'm sure y'all can paint like him.
So scary. His eyes were terrifying.
For those who just joined, we were joined a little later. We were talking about Buzz Lightyear, so because Jez did leather work for them.
Obviously.
Yep.
We have Sebastian, who finished their latest model, which was Han Solo for Star Wars Legion.
Yep.
I also like this is Han Solo like in flora and fauna right here.
This is Han Solo on the moon of Endor.
Oh yeah, it definitely is Endor. Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. So yeah, putting a lot of greenery, a lot of foliage on the base.
Yeah.
Gives that feel of trumping through the forest.
I do like it.
Yep. No, I think it's cool, and I think I love the highlighting that Sebastian's done on the face. Just really picked that it's got the model has a really nice
sculpt. Yeah.
I think Sebastian's done a great job in picking that out, and colors look very cool.
Wyatt has a good point. That base tells a story. I'm interested to see the table you're playing on.
Yep. It does indeed, doesn't it? You'd love to be walking through that.
Jason says, he looks nice, but I feel like he fell into Firefly. It's the brown coat. We get it.
Yep.
but it's good.
Sure.
Really liking it. We also have Seth Cross.
Cool.
So work in progress.
Yeah. So this is a model from the Iron Jaws range, I think, from Games Workshop from the Age of Sigmar.
Oh, okay.
So it's a big orc riding on a maw crusher kind of thing. But yeah, looking very fierce.
Don't want to meet up with one of those.
Pardon?
Don't want to meet up with one of those.
No, not at all.
Seems.
But you see that so the creature that he's riding on, he's basically chained to it. So is it right in the center there? You can see the chain that runs.
Yeah.
So that attaches to the beast and then goes up to his belt, basically his belt buckle or his belt. And then there's one that comes off to the belt at the back. So he can basically just stand up there and swing his axes. But that model has those two arms going forward, very sort of gorilla-like.
Yeah.
But then going back from there are wings. So there's a lot of opportunity to do get some variety of textures and switch up the colors a bit. So it's going to be interesting to see what Seth does with this.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Very cool.
Thanks for sharing. We have Sean Murphy.
Awesome.
With this killer skull dude.
Yeah. So this is a Reva, I think, from the Space Marine army. So this is from the Ultramarines. You can tell by the inverted Omega symbol on the shoulder pad.
Gosh.
But yeah, the Reva models, they either have helmets or they're bareheaded, but they all have that like that skull mask sort of thing. So because they're basically infiltrating sort of terror troops. And I think this one might, just looking at the base, I think there's one of the models that has like they dropped a smoke grenade. So the
right here.
Yeah, yep, that area in there. It's sort of smoke starting to come from that smoke grenade to cover their advance.
So he can right there and burn.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly how those guns sound.
I want to try a movie where Leona does all of the sound effects.
Yeah. I mean, it would be an adventure. Woo!
Awesome. That is super cool.
And next we have Sean Gleason. This is what Sean just finished.
Awesome.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love how colorful it is without being garish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's using a lot of there aren't a lot of saturated colors in there. The saturated colors are kept fairly small. The yellow and the
yellow, yep.
The orange.
Okay. Yeah.
But and the green, yeah.
Yeah, I really love what Sean, like the whole painting scheme for this army. It's beautiful.
Cool. I'm loving the for the wizard down on the right, the plume, that blue through purple to blue.
Oh, like right here?
No, just to the right of that. So
this one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry. This like tie-dye looking one.
Yeah. It's got that
almost.
They're really sort of interesting sort of transitions. It's kind of magical.
Yeah.
I think you can imagine that shimmer through it.
Yeah. No, it is good.
Cool. And it looks like it might have a little bit of freehand there on the front.
Moon. Oh my goodness. Right here?
And maybe on the back. We need to see the back of that model.
Wow. Yeah. Dave Hummel says elves with ridiculously oversized banners. You gotta have them, okay?
The great thing as well with this one is that so the banner pole there doesn't touch the ground.
Oh my, yeah.
So it's not like it's anchored there.
Nope, he's just carrying it around.
But the great thing is, I think they explained it, the way that they explained it is that basically it's all essentially lighter than air stuff.
Oh.
So rather than holding it up, they're
pulling it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I like that lore.
It's magical. It's the Age of Sigmar is like super high fantasy. If you can have like steampunk dwarves with personal dirigibles.
Yeah.
I would
Like,
be more afraid if it was actually heavy, though. I would be more intimidated if
Because
you
then it
were
was
by the
holding
guy,
it
like,
with one hand, like it was nothing.
that's when you know you got a problem. Yeah, exactly. Whoa.
I might
Looking
need
good,
this.
Sean. Then we
Yeah,
have
great.
Simon with Crooked Dice, The Shadow, and Margot Lane.
Fantastic. So Crooked Dice are a game company out of the UK, and they have a game called what's it called? 7TV, which is a game that it's kind of like it's a game engine, and you can skin it a lot of different ways, but it's focused around recreating the style of various TV shows. So
Okay.
each game is called an episode. So you might have the scenario is like the episode that you'd play through, but they
Yeah.
have different skins they put on it. So this would probably be like a maybe like 30s, 40s kind of superhero
Okay.
kind of skin to it. But they've done like 70s sci-fi. They've done post-apocalyptic.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
like
cool.
James Bond kind of thing. But just imagine any type of TV show with action. You could skin an adventure or an episode around that, or a series.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think Simon's done a great job of painting these up. It's got that great sort of sinister sort of 30s, 40s villain. They'd be driving around in like an oversized sort of gangster kind of car
Yeah.
in that style.
Film noir kind of.
Yeah, film noir. There you go. That's the thing I was thinking. So that's more. I guess that's even more 50s, isn't it? Yeah.
I think it started in the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, excellent work there, Simon. It looked great.
And this will be the last one for tonight.
Okay, because we're almost out of time.
Yeah. We can get a little more painting done.
We had a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll put the other ones in for next week.
Yep. But yeah,
This is
excellent.
fun. This is a whole new look to it too, because we, my husband and I on New Year's played Zombicide with a group of friends.
Fun.
Yeah, some of his online buddies. And that's like looking at it like the paint and everything is very different. It was very hard to kill.
No doubt.
And I didn't have any XP because I ended up playing like a very healer-esque type character.
Okay. Yeah.
I had 2 moves that became the most useful, and we called them yoinking and yeeting because I could either pull someone from a danger or I could push
Them out
all
of
of the
danger.
zombies away. And because I was constantly being the mediator, either pulling people from danger, or pushing the danger away, I didn't get a chance to kill any of the danger.
Right.
So I was the most like unleveled up, like just completely unleveled character.
No.
But we won because of my sacrifice for XP. We won.
Yep. There you go. Excellent. So I think Stephen's done a great job here with that that nice sort of that vibrant green decaying skin with the those boils.
Diseased almost.
Yeah. There's a bit of the like from The Walking Dead, from the show, the beta vibe from the Whisperers.
Right.
He's got the beard and the hood and the coat kind of thing, and that top half could almost be painted as a false zombie face, but obviously in this case it's an actual zombie face. But no, I think it looks great. And I love the sign as well.
Yes. Please help.
Just by putting that, I think bit of a wash over that. Steven's just really pulling that out quickly. And I think the what kind of birds are those on the back?
They look like pigeons.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple of little they look like they've got green eyes. It might be zombie pigeons.
Zombie pigeons? Yeah.
That's great. Excellent. No, I think Steven's done an excellent job there. Nice one.
So yeah, thank you to everybody who posted in the Painting Happy Lil Minis group. It was lovely to see everybody's progress through the new year and also from last year as well, which was only a couple weeks ago, which was 6 days ago.
Years ago.
But it was a year ago.
Thank you for that, Leona.
You're welcome.
Right.
You're welcome. So, Gretchen, were you able to just lay down a base coat for tonight?
I got a base coat, and then I got some blobs of kind of this pinky magenta color. It's not super blended right now. I was just kind of figuring out where I want it.
Right.
So my goal is to go back through and to kind of blend that in a little bit more. Probably add some right in here because that looks like it's missing some. But I have it underneath as well a little bit. And then I have it on the dorsal.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like
dorsal spines.
As well, because that seemed like an area that a critter might, flush with blood for any number of reasons. So I was like, all right, that seems like legit. So I'll go back through and I'll probably blend that all really well. So it looks much more naturalized, focusing on the wings though. Make them look more membraney.
Gotcha.
And then I have no idea what the plan to go to from there is. I haven't thought that far.
What color did you end up using for the pinky?
The pink bit is contrast Magos purple and a little bit of so I put that down first and I realized that it wasn't like opaque enough. It was in the right color family that I wanted, but it didn't really it wasn't really opaque to get the right skin tone for like the texture. So I mixed some black red and some ivory from Vallejo and put that down and then went back over it with the Magos purple.
Okay, cool.
So that it's all going to be in the right color family, but the different tones of kind of how much of that pink red is showing through the skin will be there when I go back over and blend it with a little bit more of that green, which was Death World, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Death World Forest.
Cool.
So that's the plan for that.
That's awesome. Yeah, it should look really good with the blended out. And I like how you went ahead and used that texture difference with the contrast on top. I think you're right. That'll end up making it look more like skin or something almost like leathery.
Yeah. Like it's that like translucency of the skin, where if you were to I think if I was painting like a bust, I would prefer to use contrast if I were doing like vein work on human flesh, because you could get those blue tones really well and those little bits of sheer pinks and reds and whatnot.
That should be cool.
But we'll see. As I just knock it down. We'll see what I can do with this if my cat does not eat it. I do not eat it.
That's so funny. And so what were you able to work on, Dave?
I didn't get all that done. Spent a lot of time talking.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
But one of the things that when you were talking about using the Mage's Purple, on the bases for these guys, I have done. I started with like a bone color, and then washed it with the Mage's Purple.
Right.
So you can, I don't know if you can. It's not showing up too well. It's maybe a little bit too bright here, but yeah, wash that over the model, and then highlighted all the stone back with a bone, and then the ivory. and a little bit of white as well to get kind of like a dripping limestone kind of feel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so the stuff like using the Mage's Purple for that kind of slightly otherworldly, it has a slightly otherworldly kind of feel to it.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a really good choice, and using something like the ivory underneath it is
Just to make it pop a little bit more, give it more of that fleshy. I kind of want it to seem almost as if the light shines through it. Membranous, membraney,
Yeah,
the
almost like,
translucency.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more of that. Kind of like how you see in some lizards whenever they've put frills up and they've flushed it up with a bunch of blood. You'll see even if they're green, it gets very like how your lizard's like this and mine's just
It's much easier to do it this way.
mine's jazz hands. I'm a jazz hands lizard.
You can also do this for axolotls.
Oh yeah.
But that's kind of, and I might even look up some references just to not do it from memory.
Yeah.
Now that I have some colors plopped down.
Yeah,
That sounds good. I was painting up some game pieces. You can't really see, but I was adding little brick.
My bad, that's just the cats.
Oh yeah, it is the cats.
It's Russell time.
I found some game pieces from a game called Cryptid, and they have standing stones and also little camps that you're supposed to use, and I thought it would be fun to try and paint on them. So I added some like bricks to this little guy. It's a little hard to see, but
Oh, that's really cool.
just to give him a little extra something, because honestly, they're really boring to look at when you play the game. And I thought it would be fun to just like paint up a little bit more. So hopefully I'll be able to work on these a little bit more and then have some like actual standing stones, because like they come in different colors, but I thought it would be fun to like add a little moss, a little stonework.
Yeah.
Make it a little more interesting than just like a pawn on a place. So yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we have come to the end of our did you want
Sorry, one more thing. If I got a couple of minutes, but yeah, let's just say quickly, it looks like Timothy's hanging out, so good night, Timothy.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
Not sure if Jazz is heading out as well, but I got a sample in.
Ooh.
From all the way from Lithuania.
Oh!
Oh,
think,
nice.
How cool does that still foil look?
That's
I love
awesome.
it. Look, you do have a bit of whimsy.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. Like the light is hitting it so well. Oh
yeah. It flares perfectly, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Wow, they look excellent.
So that's the
yay, that's so exciting.
And
everyone be excited in chat.
Excitement.
Miniature monthly. Wow. Ooh. I know. I got my email that was like, is this your address? Is it correct? And I'm like, yeah, it is. I can't wait.
Excellent.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah. Loads of awesome stuff. Yay.
Yay.
And
some more
from that's Aaron Lovejoy, Elizabeth Beckley, and Matt DiPietro are in Volume 1, the Miniature Monthly team. Yay!
Excuse me.
Christoph Kyle is the second one. So if you like 40k kit bashing, it's all about that.
Dave goes through every page of the book.
Not every page.
Oh yeah, no, wow, that spread looks awesome.
Yeah. So
I really love the full page. It looks like the photo quality came out really well. Like the printer quality is really nice. Yeah. Wow, that's what I got.
Yep.
So excited.
So Anna's work is fantastic. Yay.
Yeah.
So really excited about it. Loads of great stuff.
And I have a coffee table to put the book on. I'm super
Book on.
excited.
Aren't you an adult?
But I'm an adult nerd because there's a miniatures.
I just remembered as well. We
It's a
have
lot
the
of reading.
It's true. Yes.
Oh, excellent.
room bookmark. So yeah, super cool. They are leaving the printers in Lithuania this week, I think,
Yeah.
to head to the UK.
Okay.
So I've got two separate shipments going to the UK, and I've got 2 shipments which I'm hoping left this week to come to the US.
Okay.
So it looks like February I'm going to be able to ship them out.
Nice.
Like a
To
Valentine's Day gift.
Sweet would that be? That would be awesome. And then going into retail in April. So
Gotcha.
in the US, they'll be available through Alliance
Sweet.
for
Oh.
retail stores. So yeah, super excited. The slipcase was like a Kickstarter only
Gotcha.
thing,
Okay.
but the books will be available individually through that. And
Very
yeah,
cool.
and I had an excellent conversation today with Kari from the Iron Sleep team. So got them locked in as Volume 6.
Nice. Awesome.
So super excited about that.
That'll be really cool.
That'll be another Kickstarter in May.
Woo. Yeah, so for those who aren't familiar, it looks like a lot of people are, but they are the Art of books that were part of a Kickstarter, and you will be able to get them in your friendly local game store later this year. So that's super fun.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really cool to see it. Like, it come
Yeah,
to
it's so nice to have them there in the flesh and have a look through and just be really excited. But yeah, as I said, the print quality is excellent. Photo quality is excellent. They read really well.
Dave Hummel says throws money at Dave. I think that's an excellent. Yeah. No, that's really good. Thank you so much for showing us.
No
That's
worries. No worries. This is going to be a big year of me showing a lot of books.
Yes.
Doing a lot of publishing projects. So super excited about it. And I'm going to be really exhausted by the end of the year.
That's okay. It'll be good.
Fine.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you to everyone who's been keeping up with us in chat and hanging out with us with this new year, new episode, new us, same minis.
You mean dragons and dwarves?
Dragons and dwarves. Yep, dragons and dwarves. Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, we will hopefully. I'm not going to promise anything. We'll definitely be back here painting on Thursday next week. Maybe in studio, maybe not. Just depends on what the world is like. And thank you everyone for joining. If you're interested in spending more time with us or people from this community, be sure to join our Facebook group. You just have to hit. Actually, we don't even have a membership thing anymore. You just hit like and join, and we'll let you in and say hello, and make sure to share your minis with us. That's where I get all the minis on the episode that we talk about. So thank you all for hanging out, and we will see you all next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.